You see this shit? Garbage. This one over here? Terrible. Throw it in the trash. And what about this one here?
This one's been a good boy. Have a party hat. Oh yeah, this is a video about Master Duel. Oops. Greetings everybody, TCGWolf here, and today I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my first impressions of Master Duel, I guess. I'm gonna be honest here, this game dropped out of absolutely nowhere. I don't think anyone was ready for this just randomly appearing on the Steam store and then a day after opening the gates to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! It's kind of crazy, actually. But I can't believe I'm saying this. Master Duel might just be the thing. Master Duel so far has been a wonderful experience through and through. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. In the background, you will be seeing footage from my first impression stream that I did just after the game released. Don't mind, my voice not matching up to my words, because again, this is just gameplay in the background. It doesn't matter too much. I'm just very quickly going to go over my first thoughts of what I think about the game, what I think the future of the game has to be, and if you should play it or not. Let me answer that last one immediately. Go play it. It's really good. It's really, really good. This is coming from someone who has long missed all the theatrics of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is why I was such an advocate for Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega on its release. It has everything. Everything you could want a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game to be is available in Master Duel. Except for a few things, but I'll get to them when we get to them. First of all, let's talk about monetization, because this is what I was the most scared of looking at Master Duel and hearing it was supposed to be close to that of Duel Links. It's very good. You could realistically, without any sort of worry whatsoever, build any deck in the game as a free-to-play player. I say that with no joke. When you complete the tutorial and all of the follow-up tutorial missions, I suppose, you will have way more than about 7,000 gems, which is enough to buy about 70 packs of anything in the game. For that money, you can then disenchant, or I guess they call it like destroy or something, any cards of your collection that you don't wish, and any 3 of the same rarity becomes one of any card you want of that rarity. So for example, if you break 3 ultra rares, you can then craft 1 ultra rare of your choice. It's very lenient, incredibly so compared to Duel Links, where you don't really have anything other than the card trader. Here you could realistically make any deck in the game that you want, pulling any card in the game that you don't want to destroy to make it, and blah blah blah. It's really good. It's hard for me to put into words, but what worried me most has evaporated into nothing. You could do this free to play, never paying a cent, and still be just as competitive as anyone else. And I think that is the biggest draw of the official simulator. When you look at something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega, which I will be using a lot in comparison in this video, everything there is free, as it should be. It's not Konami's product, right? They can't charge you anything for it. But when you step into a simulator, you have certain expectations, one of which is being you have access to everything to build whatever your heart's desire. Master Duel, of course, needed monetization. This is Konami, after all. They need to be making money off of the damn thing. But they did so in a very player-friendly way this time. Most of your extra purchases, let's say, will come down to accessories and other stuff. I mean, I bought a Dark Magician pet. At me, if you want. The thing is, it just works. It really, really works. So free-to-play players that are worried that you can't play the game because of Duel Links, don't be. Get the game and build any deck you wish. You can do it after finishing the tutorial just about. If you are super unlucky, you may have to not use the best cards in the game when crafting it. You'll have to do placeholders for a while. But I still think it's kind of good, because when crafting cards, they don't use the same resource. Normal rares use normal rarity wildcard things. Rares use only rare wildcard things. Super rares use only super rares, and so on. You don't just have to break your entire collection to get that one card you need, you just need to break cards of the same rarity. But enough about card crafting and stuff. How is the actual game? It's really good. It has all of the flashiness you'd come to expect out of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. The duel field looks a little bit weird starting off, and I will say I'm still not kind of used to how vibrant it looks. I really thought we'd have some sort of like duel field or duel arena that would look a little bit more aesthetically accurate, I guess. but the whole foresty vibe is kind of jiving with me as well, so I guess I don't really have any complaints there. All of the animations look absolutely stellar. Summoning a boss card, or any card that has a special animation, feels amazing. Getting to see that PNG just flash up on the screen and then the card dropping with a massive thud onto the board is so good. The feeling of playing the game is probably the best that Yu-Gi-Oh's ever been. And I'm not exaggerating that. It feels amazing when you do anything in the game. I have had some slight server issues and a bit of delay lag when playing against people from the other side of the world, but I feel like that's kind of to be expected when you're literally playing against Japanese players. It's super good. Flashy animations, everything feels like it's making an impact, which I feel Yu-Gi-Oh's been lacking for a while. I mean, look at EDO Pro as an example. When you make an attack there, there's nothing. Not even the sound has a good impact noise of you actually dealing damage. In Master Duel, not only do you hear crunchy beat sounds as you punch 3,000 damage into your opponent, but their duel field starts breaking with damage. Small details like this always get to me. It looks fantastic when you're playing it. I've also been playing it on the PS4 on a 4K TV, and my God, if it isn't amazing. Sure, it's not true 4K because it's a PlayStation 4, but I digress. It's great. It's seriously stellar. I will say it does take a bit of getting used to the UI, but when you do, it's totally worth it. It delivers exactly what it needs to deliver, no complaints. Now, for my actual complaints, then. First of all, we have the actual pack shop. The structure of it is very, very weird in comparison to a lot of what we expected, because there is, when you first open the game at the very least, there are only 3 products on sale. One pack which has just a bunch of, like, favorite monsters, I guess, Sky Strikers, Eldritch, a very small sort of array of very good cards. Then you have one rotating pack, as far as I understood, which is currently just old Ace monsters from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists. And then you have the Master Duel pack, which includes every single card in the game. One pack, every card in the game. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wait, how the hell do I actually pull anything I want then if I have the chance of pulling literally everything in the game? Whenever you reveal what is in the TCG and OCG to some point a secret rare card from an archetype, let's say Madolce Angeli as an example, you will have a little key icon show up and you will be unlocking a secret pack. The secret pack contains only that archetype and sometimes 1 or 2 more sort of sub-archetypes in the pack, which you can open. Meaning, for example, if you're looking for Dogmatica, let's say, that is a very popular deck of the format, you will need to find yourself a Dogmatica card, or craft one, which is a thing you can do to still unlock them. Let's say you find an Ecclesia. Ecclesia will then unlock the Dogmatica pack for you for 24 hours, after which the pack disappears. Meaning in those 24 hours, you have to spend as many gems as possible in the Dogmatica pack to see if you can pull the core that you wish to have. This system is predatory, to say the least. It's horrific on paper. In functionality, though, it actually kind of works. I can't believe I'm saying that, because those are 2 sides of the same coin, I suppose. But it's weird. When you actually get into the store for the first time and you spend that free amount of money that you get to open some packs, you start immediately noticing that, oh, hey, look, that card looks cool. It has a pack of its own. Maybe I want to build that pack. You go into the pack and you buy a bunch of cards from it, and then even if you get things like duplicates, let's say you, for some reason, get 6 Ecclesias, you just break the additional 3 Ecclesias and you craft other cards using them. It's just a weird, wacky way of having to unlock the pack to begin with, I guess. But at the same time, it's much better than TCG packs when you only have 1 or 2 cards you actually want to have. In this case, any card is useful, and it's sort of rounded down to only the archetype you want to have. For an online game, it works. It's really weird, and I really hope they extend the pack timer to maybe like 3 days or just indefinite after you actually find the card. But it's a fair enough system to both entice people to purchase products, even if it's predatory as all hell, and actually players getting what they want out of sealed packs. I will also say the pack opening animations are spot on. They're exactly what I want a pack opening to be like. They're great. Now for my biggest complaint with the game, the ban list. A lot of people that are coming to play Master Duel are TCG players and OCG players alike. The ban list is neither of them. It's some sort of mishmash from, like, world tournament ones to get, which is basically just TCG and OCG slapped together hoping it works. It's not fun. Currently, we're playing with 3 Maxis. We're playing with a very fun big dragon at 1. It's just not good. We were promised in the trailer that both OCG and TCG players would be able to enjoy the game, and currently, I don't know if either one is. TCG players are used to a format where special summoning is literally the name of the game, and OCG players are known to have to avoid Maxi, so they build decks around not having to special summon a lot. It's just weird. It's in a weird predicament where everyone's running around with 3 Maxi and nobody knows if we're actually going to have a real ban list or not. I don't know. For the enjoyment of the game, as much as I do enjoy it, it's very hard to get into actual gameplay when I have no idea why the ban list is the way that it is instead of just the TCG-OCG one. It's kind of strange, but this does leave, you know, some cards open to experimentation, I suppose. I mean, Trident is legal, so you could play that if you'd want. Maxi is, of course, legal, so do that. Totally Awesome is at 1, meaning my Kraken control list is suffering. But yeah, it's a bit weird. I hope Konami addresses this really quickly, because supposedly there's already a system in place with rotating ban lists, so maybe that's a thing that's coming. I really don't know. I just hope that they fix it, give us the TCG-OCG ban list so we can play after them, and just have a better time that way. The last complaint that I really have about the game is its ranked mode. Not because of the ban list itself, but because of the choices they made for it. Ranked mode is a best of 1 in Master Duel format. What? They have completely omitted sideboarding from the game currently, and to me that makes absolutely no fucking sense. This is Master Rule, Master Duel, whatever you want to call it. And you're telling me I can lose to Drytron getting to go first with absolutely no way of sideboarding for a better matchup? I can have someone summoned, I don't know, a board of 8 negates and not even have the chance to try again? What? That makes no sense to me. I understand that they're doing it like Duel Links did, because in Duel Links, it doesn't really matter because the matches are so quick. You can get them done in a minute. If, you know, both players actually play and don't stall. In Master Duel format, you can't. They take like 10 to 15 minutes. All of that to not have a chance to fight the same opponent again with sideboarding is atrocious. This needs to be in the game. Match duels must be a thing. I can't imagine that. But those are sort of my first impression thoughts of Master Duel. Am I switching to Master Duel permanently? Absolutely not. I'm still going to be using Omega for basically all my TCG ranked needs, because it's the only place you can still play TCG ranked. And I'm not talking about Dueling Book, that shit fucking sucks. But I will be playing Master Duel on stream as more of a fun experimentation thing, up until the TCG-OCG ban lists are released, if they ever are, in which case I might be playing it more often. For now, it's more like a flashy playground where I'd like to test out decks against opponents with, you know, different rules than what we're used to. So, to reiterate the question, should you try Master Duel? Absolutely. It's a free game. Come on. Go give it a download on Steam or whatever platform you choose to use. It's great. You will not regret it. And if you do, don't blame me.